and change the way I felt about my life. Oh, but then would I still have inside everything that brought me to life?
By now, you've probably seen the audition video that's inspired the world. Amanda Mammana, a person who stutters, recently made waves when her audition for America's Got Talent went viral last month. Performing an original song on her guitar, Amanda received 4 resounding yeses to advance to the next round. Amanda's story, invisibility for the stuttering community, drew the attention of the NSA, who were deeply moved by her vulnerable, relatable story. Here's our exclusive interview with the rising star. So Amanda, it is a pleasure to have you here talking with us and sharing your story and just vibing. I want to ask, what has the past 2 months been for you?
Yeah, it has it's definitely been something that I didn't expect, especially just kind of growing up with such like low self-esteem for myself. I never I never really pictured myself being on like a huge stage like that. And I was like, I can't just keep hiding for myself, but also for other people that also stutter.
Mhm.
So I pushed myself, and it's just been crazy to see so many people that have the same thing that I do, because I've always felt like alone, and it's just been so like encouraging to hear people and to hear their stories as well. So yeah, it's been pretty crazy recently. So
The stuttering journey of self-acceptance is a lifetime one for a lot of people, and some people never reach that point of recognition. And I'd love to hear more about the role that music has been in your life in perhaps being maybe a reprieve or an antidote or sort of an outlet for you to express yourself
yeah.
in, because we know that you definitely have a dynamic range and you have a lot to offer. So tell us a little bit how that journey started.
It was definitely cool, like realizing that um that singing, it uses a different part of the brain
Mhm.
that I can sing fluently. So like as like a kid, I thought like that was really, really cool. And I did kind of have like a misconception that like I could just sing everything. But like yeah, so I was always like, well, I mean I could, but that's not like that's not how life works, like I shouldn't like hide like my speaking voice. But besides that, like I just found that songwriting and singing could be a powerful way for me to like express myself.
One of the things
Right.
that struck me based on what we saw in the final cut was your decision to be very transparent about
Mm.
your stuttering, and to
Yeah.
you from the jump, from the moment that you started speaking, to inform the judges and by extension the full studio audience of what was going on. And
Yeah.
I'd love to know sort of like, was that a
Mhm.
decision creatively and just personally that you just wanted to make, that you didn't want to skirt over it or just kind of
Mhm.
power through it? Talk us through that.
Yeah. So in like the like the producing like of the episode, I didn't really have like a say, like as to which parts like were put
Yeah.
into it, but I do I really like appreciate that they like didn't like cut out like my pauses.
Yeah.
I thought like that was um really really cool, and just the audience and the four judges like were extremely kind, like, and patient. um like I definitely felt like very supported.
What are some
Mhm.
like misconceptions that like you want to clarify in regards to stuttering for people who may be just tuning into your experience and by extension stuttering?
um, for me personally, um I'm not like a good singer, like because of my stutter. Yes, like it it's definitely like um it's like a paradox, like as in like I struggle with speaking but I can sing. It's like two separate things, I think.
Yeah.
um so like I never want people to like put like those two things together, and um yeah, but I think
Hmm.
just recognizing that like um people stutters like are all different, and we're all different,
Yeah.
so it could sound different. It could happen like at different times. So yeah.
You know, you are arriving at a moment right now where I'm sure a lot of younger people, because you're also young yourself,
Mhm.
who, you know, because of technology and because of social media, are hesitant to speak because of fear of public ridicule and fear of
Mhm.
shaming and all that.
Yeah.
What kind of advice would you have for them, like coming
Mhm.
off of your experience so far?
I'd say that a big one is that social media, it it tends to portray people as having a perfect life, whether that is um how they look physically, um how their mental health is, um just how they are in general. And I think that it definitely it can put false information um uh into people's lives. And I think it's important to know that no matter who you are, we all face different types of struggles, and that nobody's perfect. And I think it it it's just important to like just to recognize that, like, and to know that um if you're going through something, it doesn't matter what it is, that you're not alone in it. There's tons of people uh in this world that struggle with things. And for people that stutter, um it can be a struggle, but like it's more of a struggle that is noticeable, or like or can be more noticeable. So like for me, I've always felt
Hmm.
like ashamed of it, and like there's something wrong with me. But like at the end of the day, like nobody's perfect, and I I have a stutter. So what?
Yeah.
Like that doesn't make me any worse. It doesn't make me any better than anybody. Um, and I think that's just really, really important to know. Hmm.
I think that's like the perfect note to end on and really kind of encapsulates where you find yourself and the leadership that you innately possess. And obviously we're well aware of the talent and the ambition of where you want to take your story and your music. But I think it's especially important for younger people just to know, because it's just like we I think you and I can both agree that like we need to see more stuttering representation everywhere: music, TV, film,
Mhm.
video, what have you, and to humanize our community and to
Mhm.
also like not tokenize us as, you know, a pity party or that we've overcome so much,
Right.
because we both know, like you
Mhm.
said, life is hard. Everyone is going through
Yeah.
something. It
Mhm.
just so happens that like certain things receive a little more attention. But
Yeah.
for now, we're just so happy and so proud of like
Yeah.
what you've done for your platform and for your journey. And
Mhm.
obviously, with the competition in full swing, just best of luck for the duration of that and for
Thank
everything
you.
that you're doing next, Amanda. It's been such a joy talking to you and just seeing you just grow even in this conversation. So, you know, we look forward to having you and chatting again soon. And in the meantime, you know, we're here for you
Thank
too. So thank you.
you so much for having me. Yeah, I appreciate you guys and um, everything that you do. So
Thanks,
thank you.
Amanda. Yeah.
I mean, come on. I mean, look, I mean, you spoke to us very honestly about the issues you have with your speech, and it's terrifying auditioning when you don't have an issue like that. And then you were amazing. I mean, your voice is so pure, so beautiful, and also you're a good songwriter. And I think you're an incredible person. I'm so happy you came here.
That's going down.
I would love to give you your first yes.
Sophia.
Of course, yes. Definitely yes.
Tonight you eloquently spoke to all of us, and that's why you are going away with 4 yes.
Why don't we start from here? Why don't we start from